All right, the UFC Hall of Famer Khabib Nurmagomedov getting back on the proven ground here tonight. And a new look corner, is that Hasbulla there?
Yeah, I mean, Hasbulla is in the corner with Khabib. Khabib loves him. He's always talking about him. He spends time with him. But the one thing is, while Hasbulla is there, Khabib Nurmagomedov's approach will not change. This guy is an absolute grinder, man. He is just a dog. He will go forward, get in your face, hit him. You will not deter Khabib Nurmagomedov from accomplishing the ultimate goal, and that's keeping that 0 on the right side of his record.
And if you're Javier Mendez, you just got to make sure that you let Hasbulla get in there between rounds. Little guy's got a lot to say. Khabib Nurmagomedov has graced the octagon. He is ready to go. Here we go. A lot of fans had their sights set on this particular matchup, and I think a lot of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu community really curious to see if this guy can make a run at a UFC World title.
He excites him because he's a guy that has come to the UFC with that background and has excelled. He's getting better every single time he steps into the octagon. And you know what? He's a guy that specializes in grappling. So when you're on the ground, you're in trouble. He knows that. He's comfortable there. He recognizes that if he can get you to the floor, you are in a heap of trouble. Let's see how he plans to do that tonight.
And he certainly was quick to acknowledge all the power and the skill on the other side, but this man has a composure and a maturity that belies his years, and we are excited to see him compete in a big setting here tonight. And now our tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC lightweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Royce Gracie.
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight. All right, these are the matchups that I really like, DC, as round 1 gets underway. Wrestler versus grappler, and anyone who has even a remote appreciation of the ground game is going to enjoy how this one plays out.
This is so fun to watch for a guy like me, because for so long I have been told that the wrestler kills the jiu-jitsu game. The wrestler's base is too strong. But when you look at this guy and you look at his submission ability, how can anyone be comfortable on the ground with him? But if anyone's going to test that, it is this wrestler who is so sure that his...
Oh, judo toss made it look easy.
Look at that. Recognize he was about to lose position. You got to be careful here.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Gracie getting peppered here from the top. He's got to figure out a way to cover up. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Gracie's trying to get a triangle here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Oh, submission. submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground. Oh, great reversal to top position by Gracie. 3 minutes now to go in this one. Gracie's looking to go from the full to the half guard here. Opponent not having it.
Great job landing from the top position. He passed the half guard.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
And look at him attack in the arm triangle on the other side. He's going to lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across, how in the world did he escape that submission?
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now, because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in, and you got all your rear choke submissions.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Relentless pressure from the top by Nurmagomedov. All right, he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this.
Yes, they have to be mature about the fact that this is a real fighting position, and the guy on top has a lot of opportunities to finish. If he's going to attack this north-south choke, he's got to drive that shoulder deep into his neck, really start to sink his weight away, which will in turn cut the oxygen from his opponent, allowing him to get the finish. Oh.
Gracie's in half guard now. All right, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. So the crowd absolutely loving it as these fighters work their way back to the feet.
The fighters are back to their feet now, and they can take in the applause because they deserve it after that grappling exchange.
Nice punch by Nurmagomedov. That uppercut appeared to find its home. Just missed with the elbow there. Bone on bone as the head kick lands flush.
He better get those hands up or he's gonna put him to sleep.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up. Great defense by the defensive fighter.
20 seconds now remain in the round.
Oh, nice.
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly.
Work, guys, come on.
Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Nurmagomedov.
Stop.
Great job that round. Here, take a deep breath. Nice job. How do you feel? That's right. Look amazing. Now you should smell blood. You almost had him out this time. I want you to keep it.
All right, let's look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about just the efficiency when it comes to the ground and pound game?
He was able to throw at the right time, secure at the right time. He wasted no action. For me, this is the most exciting type of fight. A guy that is just dominating his opponent, really, truly putting the grind on his opponent from the top position.
Ready.
Round 2 underway. All right, here we go with our next round, and thankfully for his opponent, it begins on the feet because his face was turning into mincemeat with that ground and pound in the previous round.
Oh, he got demolished, man. It was punches, it was elbows, it was transitions into the elbows. I mean, he had so much more knowledge in this area that although his opponent is a great ground fighter, jiu-jitsu goes out the window when you're getting punched in the face, and there was no better example of it than what we just saw in the previous round.
Lands with the ground and pound.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Khabib's looking to pass out of the half guard here, maybe looking for side control. He's denied. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangle.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys...
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Oh, another strike lands from the top.
That was nice.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. Khabib's in half guard.
Oh, right into mount.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook.
Oh, and he locks up a triangle. That looks tight, DC.
It's very tight. And now he's just got to start passing the arm across, pulling down on the head, feeding the hips, and he will definitely get the submission.
Oh, how about that? Gives up on the submission. Looked pretty tight to me. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
Nurmagomedov is attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. And busy as he looks to improve position here. All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can't attack submission, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
Oh, he's got the Kimura position locked in now. Oh, the submission defense holds up. He gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
Oh, the ground and pound is there. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Continuing to work out of the half guard.
You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just gotta move. Oh, good defense, yes.
Ground and pound strike there now. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure.
Now he's going full mount.
Nice positional control here.
Beautiful transition.
Side control now. Final seconds here. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Gracie. 10 minutes in the books.
All right, buddy, take a seat. Relax, breathe. Relaxa. Respira. You did great out there. Let's make sure we're a little safer there, okay? Foi muito...
All right, so there's the end of the round. We had a big submission attempt there midway through, but largely the submission defense held up.
It wasn't tight. We thought the fight was over, but stayed patient, stayed calm, relaxed, and found his way out of that deep submission.
Oh, the roundhouse kick lands.
Oh, inside kick.
Oh, these leg kicks are really starting to pile up in this round as he continues to beat up that leg of his opponent. That strike blocked by Nurmagomedov. Nice combination on the feet, and now works it to a takedown. Gracie's attempting a triangle here. Let's see if he can finish the deal. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
Attacking armbar.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Nicely done. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. There it is. Now he's doing them out.
Gracie's in half guard. Working in half guard here, making these shots count.
He's got to start throwing down.
All right, it's a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
All right, this position now, what we call the north-south. If you're the bottom fighter, what are you trying to do to get out of harm's way?
Man, it's tough on the bottom. It's very tough because everything hurts, right? It doesn't matter that they're not completely driving the shoulder in. It just, everything hurts. So you wait for your opponent to go to his next action. And when he does, you go and attack the hands. You get to your knees and you attack the hands with both hands and try to peel the lock so you can get to your feet.
Nurmagomedov's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. Good, solid strike on the ground. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Nurmagomedov's back in full mount. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here.
You need to fight down.
And we have passed the midpoint of the fight. Postures up now and lands a devastating strike to the head.
This man is landing brutal ground and pound.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Nurmagomedov's back in north-south. Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter.
You need to work.
Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following the game plan. Great shot from the top position. Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Gracie's eye starting to close up. Got to get that end swell on it between rounds if we get there. All right, so he finally gets the takedown here. He kept on trying, stayed committed. He told us before the fight, at some point, I'm going to be able to take him down, and that's exactly the way it played out. Oh, how technical is that? Nice straight punch.
He landed in perfect placement, perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight.
Well, informed speculation says he's going to try to set up another hook here. Always busy here in the clinch, lands a nice punch there. Well, the cut man's getting...
Oh, he jumped guillotine right away.
Oh, he's got that submission locked in. Oh, great submission defense. All right, Feet on the hips here. Final seconds of round 3.
Great defense by this fighter.
That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. What a round it was for him, DC, and of course the seminal moment, that big knockdown that he will try to piggyback on here in this next round.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he builds off of the momentum that he gets from that last round. How does he deal with the success that he had and not push too hard too early trying to find the finish? You have to let it come to you as the knockdown came to you in the previous round.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but not a knockout.
No, it wasn't a knockout, but you can't take those shots. That big punch landed, and it sat him down. If he gets hit with another one of those, it might be good night, Irene.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Leg kick now. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time here. Pretty good work with the strike there from bottom position. Nurmagomedov going to work here from guard and doing a pretty good job, I might add. Landing strikes nicely here from top position. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through.
Changing the position.
Gracie's in half guard. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Block! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Gracie. Oh, he's got him in a crucifix now, DC. All of that body weight on his opponent.
He's got all the weight on the upper body. His feet are free to do whatever. But the arm stuck between the legs. He is now going to start dropping hammer fists. He's going to start dropping elbows. This is one of the nastiest positions in all of fighting.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Nurmagomedov. These ground strikes are starting to add up. Well, at this point, hard to blame him for headhunting, right? He has caused some significant swelling upstairs and continues to attack that area to great effect.
Absolutely. I mean, the guy has done a great job recognizing where he had an advantage, where he has an ability to separate himself from his opponent. He's done exactly that, and it's showing in his opponent's face with all that swelling.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Nurmagomedov. Oh, another ground strike gets through. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Nurmagomedov.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
Oh, hammer fist here by Nurmagomedov.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Nurmagomedov. All right, working inside the closed guard now. This is no safe place against this opponent. Well, not ideal deal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Gracie. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant. Gotta be careful here.
60 seconds. Finish strong. Finish strong.
Nice transition. He's got to be careful here.
Oh, another beautifully placed shot right on that swollen area. Referee might call for the doctor here soon.
In the half guard.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Another ground and pound strike lands. 10 seconds remaining in round 4. Khabib's right back to the full mount here. 20 minutes down, potentially 5 to go. All right, there's the end of the round. Back to the stools we go, and they need to do something to address the swelling, because at this point in time, he has almost been rendered a one-eyed fighter.
You're being way too hyper on this fight. I need you to calm.
All right, back to the stool, and he is officially swole, and I'm not talking about muscles. He is swollen up top.
I mean, he looks bad. It's because he was too stationary. He was on the receiving end of too many big shots. He was beat up. He was battered. He was bruised. And look at all the swelling. It shows that he has taken far too many.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, 5th and final round. No kick is there.
Oh, stuck in the guillotine.
Oh, look at this. Jumps over in the side mount to try to counter the kick. Oh, he's out. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Another ground and pound strike lands.
Strike back.
Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Nurmagomedov. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard. Beautiful ground strikes landed.
There it is, another strike to the body. That has been a big storyline in this fight. We'll keep an eye on it as the bout continues.
You know, we'll keep an eye on it. But the person that should be addressing it is his opponent. His opponent isn't doing anything to deter him from doing this constantly. He has got to change something if he wants to fight this fight and win this fight. On his way out of the fight.
Goes in and secures the takedown.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Gracie ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count. All right, well, he's going to have to go back to the drawing board defensively, but in terms of this fight, he's been totally dominated, and that swelling's getting out of control.
The swelling's getting out of control. We can't even tell who's in front of us anymore. This guy has been beat from start to finish, and right now, the only right thing at
Gracie's looking for an arm bar here. Oh, he's got that arm tight now.
Starting to get it in there deep.
Oh, he's out. Khabib's in half guard now. Man, submission defense is a powerful thing. Offense keeps going for it. Defenders held up every step of the way.
Yeah, the defense has done a great job just making sure he leaves nothing long, no submission attempts. Even when they get him, he continues to stay calm and patient, and he's defending these submissions.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. Good work from the top here by Nurmagomedov. All right, close guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. Gracie's going for an arm here.
He's got it isolated. trying to finish the armbar. Now, all he's got to do now is get his hips up into the back of the elbow to get the finish. He's got it. He's got it.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. Wow, that is great submission defense.
Gracie's eye is now swollen shut. They could actually stop this fight right now, given how bad it is. Clearly, the referee keeping a close eye on the fighter.
Stay tight, stay tight.
Nurmagomedov's in half guard.
Getting them out here.
Back him out now. Nurmagomedov's really pressing the issue now, and he's got his opponent's belly flat on the mat. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position. Attacking armbar.
Ooh, looks like it might be locked in.
Once he gets you going, he's got so many ways to finish armbars.
Wow, somehow, some way he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe. Every time he lands, the cut gets worse. What a great job recognizing his easiest path to victory. Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass it.
Oh, that's got to be it. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Close guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC. Gracie's cut is getting worse here. Man, is that bleeding. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now, back and forth action right till the final horn. What a tremendous finish to this one as we go the full 25 minutes. The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 50-45, 50-44, and 50-44. For the winner by unanimous decision, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, so judges' scorecards needed. Not often the case when Khabib Nurmagomedov competes, but he gets it done by decision and keeps that O in the loss column.
And if you want to win a decision, you want it to look like this. You want it to look dominant. He looked